second. I'm getting everything set up. I gotta pull up the chat on my laptop. Cut the volume to my chat down. I'm just pulling it up so I can see the chat. Just 1 second, please. Alright, I guess we're good to go. Okay, let's see. Let's salvage some of these. Wait 1 second. I'm gonna look up something real quick. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, actually we should be good. Should be good to go. Still trying to get the hang of this whole streaming thing. Trying to get everything set up good. What should I do first? I need master working materials. I might start there. Oh, my headphones are a little loud. After this wave, I need to cut down the game volume. It's gonna hurt my ears. Okay, hold on just a second, guys. That might be better. Okay, let's see. Masses. Yeah, we'll go with masses. Hopefully I can get like Paragon like 250 by the end of the day. I don't know if I'll hit that on stream, but that's my goal by the end of the day. I think I'm gonna run like a bit of hordes just to try to stack up some masterworking materials, so once I start getting low on my infernal horde compasses, then I'll probably go to farm into head hearts. Might do some pit on stream today too. Oh, what's up? Yeah, just let me know like how the quality is and like if I need to cut it up or down. Like I'm still trying to figure out how to use this mic. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I think for now, I'm just grinding some Infernal Hordes to try to get some masterworking materials. And once I start getting low on the compasses, then I'm gonna probably do some headhunts. I'm so tempted to do the bug Spiritborn build, but I don't know, part of me just doesn't want to. I know it's going to get nerfed. It's only fair because Druid got hotfixed, because it is a bug, infinite scaling damage with a witchcraft power, exactly the way Druid was, so. And I was looking at the pit leaderboards, and the guy that's number 1 with the 150 clear, he wasn't even using the Spiritborn ring. Like, he was only using Shroud of False Death with the GA all stat. He was using the Shaco with the cooldown reduction, and then everything else was just orange gear. So I'm thinking that it's fully a witchcraft bug. So yeah, that's definitely getting hotfixed. Everything should be hotfixed. Yeah, I agree. And Quill Volley's very good, and I'd say it's balanced. Like it's fair. I'd say if you're going on non-bug Spiritborn builds, Quill Volley is probably the strongest non-bug build. Because there's actually 2 different Spiritborn builds that did 150. There's the Rushing Claw build, and then there's the Evade Eagle build. But both of them use that one ability that's like, it's like a Poison Thorns ability that's supposed to be like almost like a defensive or something. And both builds are just scaling into like the bug poison thing. And I think the reason that people are using the Evade and the Rushing Claw is because they're very fast builds. And with that Thorns poison thing, like it's like infinite scaling damage. So you're kind of just wanting to use that with something fast. Yeah, but I definitely think it should be hotfixed because they hotfixed Druid. Like, Druid got hotfixed. I thought they should hotfix the power with the Spiritborn. They should hotfix the Sorcerer. I can't remember if I did a hit 95 or a 90. I could probably do a 95. I still got so much masterworking to do too, so there's a lot of room for this build to grow. This is like a terrible run, but this is only a 6 wave. Oh, but what I was saying about like balance, like, because they hotfixed the Druid Cataclysm infinite scaling, I feel like they should hotfix Spiritborn's infinite scaling, and they should hotfix Sorcerer. I almost think that the Bloodwave Necromancer could stay, because it's not necessarily bugged, it's just overtuned. If they want to fix that in the mid-season, I wouldn't hate that, but I don't, with the Bloodwave not being actually bugged, and it's not infinite damage scaling, I think it's fine with just letting them run wild, and then they nerf it hard at the end of the season. Almost like they did Spiritborn. Yeah, I agree. If they were gonna nerf the Blood Wave, they should have done it like because within like the first day or two, people knew how strong it was. People knew how strong Blood Wave was going into the season because like the PTR. And that's the thing about like the them hotfixing the druid, and I feel like they should hotfix the sorcerer and Spiritborn. It's not really the gear investment that's making that so strong. Like it's just I don't know, it is I forgot which one it was. It's like a poison power. Yeah, it's this one, the decay augmentation. Like this is what's making the Spiritborn go crazy. And I'm pretty sure this is also making the sorcerer go crazy, but they already have a bug within their class that's um it's like the shatter sorcerer. So maybe they can't fix the shatter bug, but if they just either fix the that one power or they just disable it, then it should bring sorcerer back down a little bit. I'm personally kind of staying away from. I mean, if it stays for a long time, I might try it for a couple days. Just be like, oh, this is broken. This is kind of fun for a day or two, but then I'm sure it'll get boring fast. I'm kind of just sticking to Quill Volley, and then maybe in the mid season, if PoE 2 hasn't dropped, then I don't know. I might try like if they buff another build in the mid season. Yeah, you use that witch power, but you're not abusing. And I think it's for Spiritborn, what makes that one power so busted is this key passive right here. Your critical strikes cause your poisoning on the enemy to burst, dealing 100% of the total poisoning damage is instantly. It's like an AoE explosion, and you can scale it off of your crit damage. So like people are scaling that with that that ability, and they're using the toxic skin right here, and they're I don't know, I can't really explain exactly what they're doing, but it's pretty much that power, this right here, and they're breaking the game with it, infinite damage. Let's see. Yeah, I'm hoping that it gets addressed too. And I'm not saying they should kill the toxic skin build, because even before this bug come out, I seen that YouTuber is like it's the Goblin Inc. or whatever. At the beginning of the season, he made a Rushing Claw build, and it looked very good. Like within the first day or two, he was already doing Pit 70, and I don't think he was abusing the bug. I think it was just like a legit build, and it was very good. So like if I'm not saying they should kill the build, but they should definitely patch the infinite damage, like almost like the Cataclysm Druid. Like Cataclysm Druid isn't speed running Pit 150 in 2 minutes, but it can still do like a 140. So I think if they cut down Spiritborn like that, it could probably still do anywhere from like 100 to 120, but does not be the infinite damage. What do I need right here? Pulling up the max roll Quill Volley guide. Okay, on my Ring of the Midnight Sun. Yeah. If it's going to be too hard for them to actually fix that one witch power, I'd be okay with them just disabling it. Like, I know a lot of builds that aren't even necessarily abusing a bug or using it, but like if they can't fix it and that's the only way they can stop Sorcerer and Spiritborn from doing what they're doing, disable the power. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm so dumb. No, I need cooldown reduction and dexterity. Cooldown reduction.
Come back if you need work.
I'm so gold starved. And part of me doesn't even want to sell the runes for gold or interact with the trade. I've kind of just been enjoying just grinding stuff out. And if like, say if we do like group boss runs and one of my friends want to give me an item or something like that that I can use, like I'll do that, but I'm trying to not really interact with the trade site. Alright.
It is done.
So I need, hopefully I get a need helm. Wait, I might as well look at what Paragon point I need. Okay, so I think I'm on this board right here. Yep. Then I'll need that next. Now I'll go to my 5th board and fill it out somewhere. I need to try to get a better run this time. Try to stay away from the spires, because those just slow down your run, especially on a short run. Ideally, you would want the Hellborn or the Elites, but if you can't get those, I'd say go for masses. Just try to avoid the spires, because the more you go into the spires, the more they'll spawn. second. I feel like this mic is so good, like my nose is stopped up, so like I'm kind of breathing through my mouth, and I feel like I'm breathing into the mic. So if I'm doing that, I'm sorry, chat. Okay, that's good. Yeah, and honestly, like, the main reason I'm not trying that bug build, like, don't get me wrong, I think it's bad for the game, and I think it should be nerfed ASAP, but the main reason I'm personally not going to try it is because in the back of my head, I know it's getting hotfixed, and they use all different occult gems than what I currently have, and then you have to, like, rank up that decay power or whatever to rank 10, so it's just like, I don't feel like grinding all that. I've already grinded out Quill Volley. Especially if I'm knowing it's gonna get hot fixed. Well, I got somebody in my clan that's messaged me asking for help with Andorial. I'm not running any of my maps, but if he needs help with his stuff, then I'm trying to save my maps for your stream. I need to farm some. Yeah. Yeah, I've played with him a good bit. He's also playing Spiritborn right now, but I think he's playing one of the basic builds. It's called Rock Splitter, which is like the gorilla basic, which looks like punches and kicks, but like it's like a Thorns build. I think it's like high B tier on max roll, so it's like a little worse than Quill. These 6 runs can be so bad, especially if like you don't get like a bunch of good. Like this is not even barely going to be a 200 run. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to get 200 this run after the bosses. I wish I could trade Andes. I think I would just trade you my double GA Andes, because I'm probably not even going to do Andes Quill. Let's say, if anything, I'm just going to min-max this normal Quill Volley. And if the bug stays around for a while, I might dabble in it. Just see how grossly broken it is. And then kind of wait for mid-season if they do any Spiritborn buffs. Yeah, I was the Andes pusher before the expansion, because I think the base damage on Andes is like what, like 20,000 now. Before the expansion, it was like 120,000. Like Andes was like actually broken in season 5. It's just when they did the quote unquote number squish, but people are hitting harder. Well, I mean, that's a whole different conversation, but they kind of nerfed Andorials. I actually feel like now, like for Ubers, like out of the helmet choices, I mean, I don't even use an Uber because this is just so strong if you're using 3 different Spirit Hall things on Spiritborn, because with a 30% roll, you can get like a 90% damage multiplier, which is crazy for one item. But I think in the current balance of things, even for like a poison build, I feel like if you just want the most damage out of a mythic, then the hair or whatever it's called, the hair of patrician, or I probably just butchered that, but I feel like that 60x damage multiplier, like I feel like that does even more damage than Shaco. With all the poison multipliers as werewolf, I think it will be beefy strong. Yeah, I'm sure like a lot of Andy's builds are still very good. It's just not like broken like it used to be. Kind of like whenever I was running the Andariel's Barrage. Yeah. I think what makes Shaco so good is not necessarily the ranks of the skills, because that's kind of additive, but it's like the cooldown reduction. So, say, especially on things like the Razor Wings build and stuff that has a cooldown, like getting the GA cooldown just makes it where you can spam out damage more, and then it has, and it also just like sets the cooldowns of your other skills and stuff, and then it has the damage reduction on it. So it's just a good item overall. I feel like Harlequin Crest is good for cooldown builds and like speed farming. But I feel like if you just want like to push the pit as high as possible, or just big damage multipliers, the Hero Patrician, or like in Spiritborn's case, the Harmony of Ibawaka. And the reason that Russian Claw, the Pit 150 busted build, is using the cooldown Shaco is because this has 4 charges and it's on a cooldown. And then the main damage from it, Toxic Skin, that's on a cooldown. So like you kind of want the 54% cooldown reduction just to make that go crazy. But generally, Shaco is kind of a speed farming, all around good item. And yeah, Andariel's Barrage, it was so fun, but it was so broken too. Like when I played Rogue, I always liked the melee Rogue better than the ranged Rogue. But the Andariel's Barrage, like that was like one of my favorite ranged Rogue builds. That and probably like Heartseeker. Or like in Season 2, there was like the penetrating shot rapid fire, like the dual core skill, where you would use the penetrating shot for like AoE and the rapid fire for bosses. I thought that was a very cool build too. But that's back when the Tabalt's Wheel had the combo point bug, where you could get like 22 combo points instead of 3.
Nobody walks anymore.
Yeah, I've definitely abused the bug builds in the past, but I think this time around, most likely staying away from the Spiritborn bug. And Spiritborn was so bugged last season, and I geared out Quo Volley when it had the Spiritborn had like the 9 bugs. It's like this time around, I don't think I'm gonna bug. I think I'm just gonna play Spiritborn for what it's intended to be.
Too poor for that.
Alright, let's see. Watch me die. Watch me not be able to kill him. That'd be so funny. I mean, I know I can kill him, but it'd just be funny. He's probably struggling with the phase when the beam comes out. That can be super annoying. You don't have a lot of damage. I was gonna do the beam. That's it going. There we go. Come on. Rod of Capellique. I just avoided another phase. That was pretty good. I don't even care about mythics. Just give me... I mean, I would take a cooldown Shaco just in case I do the Rushing Claw build if they don't hotfix it. And I think on the Rushing Claw, it actually... The Shroud is like GA all stat. And for like the build I'm using uses GA max life. So I guess I could take another Shroud with the right GA on it. Worst half. This as for targeting on controller is so bad. But not a good one. He's just dropping stuff. If he drops a Capellique, I'm gonna pick it up. I don't think he's going to town. Wait, did it not say it? What the heck? Oops. Okay, perfect time to scrap. Or sell, really. I need gold.
Always smart to buy supplies.
I thought he one-shotted him for a minute. I was like, goodness. Oh, he dropped a rod and kept... Oh, he picked it back up. Let me pick up his Kepaleke, please. Well, let me pick up the Kepaleke. Oh, there we go. Well, he is not caring about salvaging. He is just dropping items. Yeah, he's probably just farming for a mythic. Oh, another Kepaleke. Dude, I'm over here just... Every time he drops one, I'm just going for it. Worse than mine. I kinda wish he would drop it outside of the boss room though, at least. No, I need gold too much to be dropping items like this. Let me drop any more staffs to them. Chest armor. Bro, he's getting all of the staffs. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'll just leave this stuff on the ground. Oh, that was so bad. Yeah. Alright, let's just stack stuff on the ground, I guess. It's fine. He gets all out of my way though. Dropping a bunch of stuff, I don't care. He's doing decent damage. This would be a funny screenshot. You just fill the entire room full of these. Yeah, it really is. You just fill the whole room full of uniques and then be like, this is why we need loot filter. He is not making any scrap runs, so I guess I won't either. I think he's just trying to get these done. See, I almost didn't see the beam. I'm just looking at all the uniques on the ground. At this point, I'm just embracing dropping all the loot on the ground. Let's see how much we can fill this room up. Too bad you just can't see the mechanics though, because there's just so many stuff on the ground. Alright, let's just make a circle all the way around the room. Fill it up. If he doesn't come back for this stuff before I reset the dungeon, I'm literally gonna come back in and pick up all the stuff and sell it. This is probably like 200-300 million gold to sit on the ground just by selling at the vendor. Surprised I can even target him. I can't even get my rune. Sounds pretty decent. I think I'll keep that. Is that all of his runs? If he's smart, he'll start picking all this stuff up, try to sell it, because I know that's what I'm about to do.
Look all you like.
What we got here? Nah,
Unusual, but a
nah.
good addition to my
Keep that one.
wares.
Nah. Well, most of it disappeared. I think he is picking it up. I don't even want to leave the group yet because I don't want the stuff to despawn. Alright. I'm gonna go pick up the rest of it if he didn't already pick it up. Alright. That is everything. Okay, got me some gold.
I've the best of everything. Unusual. Blessings on you.
With this
friend.
mustache. Wait, I'm gonna see what I need to craft a Harley Quinn crest. Yum
Good
Lacton.
business. Good business.
I don't know what I'm doing. Do I not have them? Or did I just go buy them? Didn't realize it. So I got these. Also, I need the Yum. I was looking at the wrong thing. I don't think I have any of those. Alright, how many masterworking materials do I have? Alright, let's see if I get lucky here. Dang it.
Of kingly make. Use it well. Don't ruin all that work.
You know, I might try pit 100 if I have it unlocked. Just see where I'm at before I start grinding more masterworking materials.
Good place for us to regroup.
Alright, come on. We're gonna do a tier 100. I'm trying to gather up a big mob. Because apparently there's a thing with one of my powers. I forgot exactly which one it was. I have to look at them, but I was looking at a video where you have to pull a big mob at the beginning to get a certain amount of stacks, because then the stacks you get in your initial pull are pretty much the stacks that stay for the whole run, unless you don't press that for 15 seconds. Oh, you're good. I'd be surprised if I could even do a tier 100 right now. I am super tanky. Body block. My cooldowns just reset so fast. This is promising so far. How many stacks do I have? 27? I know this boss is about to take forever. Hopefully it's not the drowned sea hag, because that one is like the hardest one. Moving on. Just hunting for elites. It was probably elites down there, but I'm not backtracking this time. Well, I guess I have to backtrack. Oh, I can't press my ultimate. I was trying to leap through a wall. Oh yeah, I think so too. I'm kind of worried about the boss, but as long as I don't die before the boss, I think I'll be good. Just watch out. What would that say? Just watch out for the shadow mechanics and you'll probably be okay. What shadow mechanics? Are you talking about like the puddles on the ground? Yeah, those are pretty bad. I need probably at least 5 minutes for this boss, so I need to try to hurry up and get to the boss before I hit the 5-minute mark. There we go. I think I mainly just need to watch out for the Lilith mechanics that come in. Because this boss itself, I don't think is one of the bad ones. We'll see, it's kind of hard to see the mechanics on the ground whenever I'm just have full volleys flying everywhere. Yeah, I think if I submitted this run to the unofficial leaderboards on the helltod.com, this would probably be top 20, top 25 run on Spiritborn. Oh, that hurt. Oh, nope, nope, nope. I'm getting chased by shadow people and I don't like it. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Lilith mechanics got me scared. So many... I can't even see the ground, so whenever I see stuff, I'm just like full on running. I feel like I'm doing no damage. I should have at least stacked incense and like stack potions. Well, I don't know if you can stack potions. I know you can stack incense. Got some more like crit damage and stuff like that for the boss. I think I'm attack speed cap. Because there's actually 2 different caps on attack speed. And the witchcraft power is actually in the first bucket of attack speed, which is actually bad. Because you can actually almost cap your attack speed just from your gear from the first bucket. So if the witchcraft power was in the second bucket of attack speed, it would actually be way better. I am so scared if I die one time, I don't pass. I need to stagger the boss. No, it's Lilith, run, run. Okay. Boom. I need to level my glyphs up too. You get a little bit more multiplicative damage out of the bonus from the legendaries.
Nobody walks anymore.
Don't have the coin.
I'm surprised I was able to do the tier 100.
Don't have the coin.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
After doing a pit 100, I feel like stuff that isn't pit 100 just dies so fast. Yeah, I think for me to be able to push higher than a pit 100, I'm gonna need better rolls like on my helmet and my staff. I'm gonna need a lot more masterworking done on my gear. I'm gonna need to finish leveling my clips. And I might need to look into using like a potion with a good like maybe like crit damage or something like that. And then maybe like try to stack like 2 incense, maybe 3. I don't know how many you can stack. Try to get the absolute most out of this build. I kind of want to test the incense stacking thing. After this, I'm going to craft multiple kinds of incense, and I'm going to see how many you can stack together. So are y'all excited for the lunar event in D4 next week? I think it's going to be like better than last time. Like I think there's going to be like a reputation vendor that's going to have like a spark at the end of it and like some cosmetics and stuff. And that has the shrines that gives you like double XP or whatever. I think it's pretty similar to the last lunar event that we had, but like this one's just better because they added the reputation thing. Almost a 400 ether run and 6 waves is not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, I can craft another one of these dexterity gems. Yeah, I think that's what I'm about to do. I wonder what's the best way to farm double GA gear. If I got 2 GA versions of some of this gear. Because armor gives me damage because of the unyielding hits. See if I could get a GA on the basic skills. On the max roll, they say to go for the GA on attack speed. So if I could get a double GA and get ranks of Quill, that could be a little bit more additive. On the guide, it says go for GA total armor here. So if I could get one with GA ranks to potent too. I mean, that one would be so hard to get. How to get lucky. Like a 2 GA here. Either I'd take probably dexterity, because the more dex you have, the more main set you have, the more damage. Here we go. Come on. Triple crit. Oh, wow. Lame. Boom. I'm resetting this one. Okay, give me max life. Now I need this to hit dexterity. And this will be perfect masterwork. What to do? I think I need to masterwork more than anything. And I forgot to craft the dexterity gem. So after this run, I'll do that. I would try to farm Nightmare Dungeons just to mix it up from this, but I just think that this is way better for Paragon leveling too. And last season I hit Paragon like 289, so I kind of want to hit Paragon 300 if I can do it before the next PoE 2 reset. I got 30 in one round. The first round was good. Oh yeah, I feel like you definitely can take on a T100. Because I feel like Shred's stronger than Full Volley. I mean, Shred definitely has bigger single hits, like that 4 or 5 billion hit you got on that boss. That was insane. Now, even though my numbers are smaller, I do push out more numbers at a time than Shred, so it probably closes the gap, but I still feel like Shred's probably a little bit better than Quill. I could just look at the Maxwell tier list and see what they have ranked higher. I think Shred is, to be honest. But you are kind of doing your own thing, too. But really, if I had to guess, your version of Shred should be, like, on par with theirs, because, like, you have a really good Shred build. They probably went classic Shred, like the quick shift one, like with the Bestial Rampage, and I think you went for more of like a Lupin. I went with the Lupin, and it seems strong still. And I don't know exactly what they went with on theirs, because I think I looked at it one time, but it's been like at least a week or so since I've looked at the shred guide. I was just curious to what they were doing. I think they went Bestial Rampage, but like you were saying, Lupin seems really good, and with that amulet and stuff. This is probably the best Lupin Ferocity's ever been. But I swear, in the past, Shred, like that wasn't even really an option for Shred. Like you would either go for like Bestial Rampage, you would go for the, what's it, Urson Strength, damage while healthy, and Overpower. Yeah, Season 6 strat. I remember in the very early seasons, the Lightning Shred that used Grizzly Rage, I think they went with I forgot what it was called, but it was, oh man, it's the passive that like restores all your resource, or it used to. And I think it's actually an Earth passive, but you can turn it into a Storm passive, and they were using Tempest Roar. I think that was a thing like in the earlier seasons. No, is it Earther Might? Or what was it? See, I don't even know. It's been so long since I played Druid. I ain't played Druid since Season 5. I made my own Shred build. And I went for like a quick shift. Yeah, like before Spiritborn, I have played like every class multiple times, played like most of the builds in the game, like from seasons like 0 all the way up to season 5. But ever since Spiritborn came out, I've just kind of stick to Spiritborn. And really, like, I stopped playing as many like alt characters ever since they introduced masterworking, because that's such a grind in itself. It kind of deterred me. Like in the earlier seasons, you only had to upgrade your gear like 5 out of 5 or something like that, and it wasn't even like random like masterwork stats. It just like you upgraded it 5 times. Like I used to play so many classes when it was like that, and then this season you have all the witchcraft powers and occult. Like it's so much of a grind to do another character. So it's kind of what stopped me. Like that's kind of why I didn't even want to try the bug build. It's just like, I don't want to grind 3 more occult gems. I have my 3. It really is a time sink. During the mid-season, if they add something like AOZ, or if they add like, kind of like they did the Gauntlet mid-season, like if they give us some new content in the mid-season and do some buffs to Spiritborn, I might try like a second build with the loadouts, but I think I'm just happy with this for now. Quill Volley's pretty good. And like Quill Volley was the best build last season. Like out of the non-bug builds, it's the best build this season. So I feel like they kind of like the devs almost intended like Spiritborn players to play Quill this season. So I feel like next season something else is going to get buffed and it's going to be a different build. So like that Rushing Claw bug build was definitely not intended. So I almost feel like it was intended for Quill to be like the meta Spiritborn this season. Give us like 2 seasons of that, and then they're gonna buff something else like crazy after this season. Oh, your witch powers are like, so if I made, so you're saying if I made this for an example, like a barbarian, like all my witch powers are shared, like the levels and stuff? Or are you just saying like from like build loadout, like from build to build on the same class? Because that's interesting. Oh, so across that's actually really good. So I guess alting isn't that bad. It's just the occult gem grind that's gonna stink. So you would just really have to like just spam the root holds and farm the heads at the boss and the head hunt zones, and just to be able to get all the rot you need. This person's privated. Oh yeah, that's the Spiritborn that I was doing Andariel's with. I'm just looking at some of the builds. Whirlwind Barb with the earthquakes. Starless. Oh, Barbarian doesn't even use Grandfather. That's crazy. Oh, the tempering heavy hitter, so that's probably like some damage, like multiplier. Teleport Barb. Oh, this is Rob's build. I've never seen Rob's teleport whirlwind. And you get the earthquake power. Heavy hitter. Heavy hitter. Okay, yeah, it's the tempering. Chance for earthquakes to cast twice with an earthquake power. Okay, that makes sense. They're barbarian. Another whirlwind barb. So I guess whirlwind's just super good. I think it's just because I mean I could be wrong. I haven't played Earthquake Barb, but I think the heavy hitter gives you a multiplier, and then you can also get the multipliers for your earthquakes. Because I feel like earthquakes are really carrying barbarian builds. That's just my speculation. Shadow Wave. Everybody is playing Whirlwind Earthquake in my clan. Oh, there. Oh, that's the funny him. Yeah. I feel like that's something that Rob has probably, because all them people were most likely running Rob's Whirlwind build, especially the ones with a teleport in there, because he was using, like that one dude was, I swear he was running Rob's build. So I'm sure Rob has tested the Earthquake and the Heavy Hitter versus like Grandfather. And I'm sure it's got to be close, but for some reason they probably just went with that.
Unexpected.
Oh. Let's see. Could reset the pants.
That's worth the coin.
Here we go.
Not bad.
My attack power is low. But I know like attack power isn't a direct indication of how much damage you do. Because I've seen people with high attack powers do not that much damage, and people with low attack powers do a lot of damage. So there's something weird about that. I'm gonna craft one of those gems.
Be wary on the road.
May the light keep you.
And I'll salvage that one. I swear the gem fragments are probably the biggest bottleneck of the season. And I feel like they did that because you need the gem fragments to be able to craft some of your occult gems. They wanted that to be the grind of the season, if I had to guess. Like last season,
What will it be?
I think the bottleneck last season was like rawhide. And it was funny, like people were literally running like Duriels and like bosses just for rawhide. Like in the earlier seasons of Diablo 4, you run the bosses for uber uniques, but like last season you were running these top end bosses just for basic crafting materials. It was so crazy. I wish there was one season that they just didn't give us a bottleneck. Like they just give us a lot of gold, they give us a lot of crafting materials, they give us gem fragments, like they just let us blast one season. And also, last season it was so hard to get greater graphics items. I hope we never go back to that. That felt so bad. Oh wait, I wanted to test something. I need to scrap some of these. Can you scrap them? No, you can't. Okay, you cannot stack potions, so you gotta pick one potion. Let me just... I don't need max life. Trying to get rid of some of these. I don't really need armor. I mean, it would help when yielding hits, but I feel like there's a better one I could go for anyway. This would probably be the precision, probably the best one. Because it's like a 35% crit damage multiplier. Or maybe, I don't know if it's additive or multiplicative, but it's 35% either way. But I am quite sure you can stack incense. Just craft like 5. So if you can actually stack these... Oh, so you can stack 3. That would actually be so good. Wait, this also gives you more armor? Okay, because the more armor I have, the more damage I do. because of my unyielding hits. So if I stack these two, I get damaged by armor. And this just gives me more main stat. On top of, I could use the precision. I feel like that would be the optimal setup for a pit push. Let me see. These, pop one of these, pop one of these, pop one of these, pop one. Yep, that would be ideal. Now, I don't think the XP stacks on the incense. I think it's just like the other stat. Alright, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Only one XP buff from the incense, one from the pot. Yeah, that makes sense. I can't tell if I'm doing more damage or not. I want to say I am. Maybe that crit is multiplicative. It's hard to tell. I would really have to push I would have to do a pit 100 to really test that. Oh, it's additive crit. That would make more sense. It would be kind of crazy if they gave you a multiplicative increase just from a potion. But it's something though, at least. And I think technically the armor stacking, because of my aspect, is multiplicative. Like the damage increase for more armor, that's multiplicative. So me stacking armor on multiple incense, that's actually very good. I was gonna say you won't see a difference until you try a pit where you're pushing hard. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And I don't even know if the crit potion would be the best one for me. I'd really have to just look at all of them and see, because I'm sure they're all additive. Now I just have to go for the one with the biggest additive increase. That would also make sense for my build, because I don't really overpower that much, so not that one. I already stacked so much attack speed. I don't think that one. Like, I'd have to look at, like, if there's like a vulnerable damage one, like a crit one, and I just have to see what else they have. But I just first thought, I just knew the crit one was good. Because I'm really trying to get the most out of my character. I'm trying to push the squirrel volley to its absolute limit. So I need like best in slot every increase. That's also why I want to push for Paragon 300, because I know after like Paragon 250 your build is technically done. And the difference between like Paragon 270 and 300 is like almost like unnoticeable. Because it's just all additive bonuses from there, and it's not even that much additive, like from 270 to 300. But that might could get you like an extra pit tier or so from like 270 to 300. Like when I play D4, like with my brother-in-law and like some other people I know that's not really in the D4, but they'll hop on a place in arms because they do still think it's fun. I tell them not to push for 300 Paragon 300. I tell them their goal should be Paragon 250. Because after Paragon 250, everything's just icing on the cake. In my opinion, like, your build isn't done until you hit Paragon 250. But once you get Paragon 250, like, it's just like, you're done pretty much. Like, you can push more, but it's not really necessary. I'll just go for this. I don't know. This is a very bad run anyway. You know, I need to finish my season journey. Like, I'm literally like one objective away. Like, I'm so close. I think if I just went and done like one of the Helltide objectives for the season journey, I would get my bird. These are all bad. I guess that would help me clear it faster. The fiend's exploding. So my build already pulls stuff in so good, so like me selecting the one where the spires pull something in is actually useless, because I have the Cyclone ability or whatever that pulls stuff in, and one of my occult gems pulls stuff in. So it's just like, I don't need that. I'm going for a 200 run here at least. I mean, I know that's bad, but... Yeah, this was a terrible run. This might be like my lowest Infernal Horde run of the season. I mean, I know it's only 6 wave, but still barely cleared 150 ether. Also need to finish leveling up my last witch power I'm using. That one's max, that one's max, that one's max, that one's max. So yeah. But this is only like an aura size increase, so it's really not giving me more damage. It's just making like my or a siphoning bigger radius.
Dark days upon us. Fair trade.
I'm tired of masterworking this shroud. Like, I have reset this thing probably 30 times, or probably about 20 times, but still. I about accidentally reset that trying to swap to something else. I have enough for that. I don't really want to masterwork my uniques yet because I'm looking for high rolls. Especially on, I mean, this one's a perfect roll, perfect GA. So the only way I would even replace this one is if I get another perfect rolled with this GA and a second one. And I don't even think Mirage does anything. So if it was a 2 GA with Mirage and that one's fully up, what is that? Where is Mirage? Wait. Is it this? No. Where is it? I don't even know where that passive's at. Up hit 150? Oh, you meant 100. Oh, okay. I was like, how do you have that unlocked? I was like... Not enough oomph. Let's see. So you probably... Did you incense stack? Which, that's probably just additive, so that ain't gonna do a whole lot. You could masterwork. That would increase your damage. You could try to max out your glyphs. Maxing out your glyphs on, like, the bonuses at the bottom, like, those are actually multiplicative, so, like, increasing those is something. You could possibly mess around, like, with, like, skills or glyphs themselves. Like, maybe there's another bonus that would be even more, or, like, legendary nodes on your board, which I'm sure most of that's already min-maxed. Maybe mess around with some powers. Hopping in for a second. Good to see you streaming. Oh, thank you. I hope you're having a good day, Faith. I have 84 Tribute of the Titans. Let's see. Oh, what was I talking about? Things that you could use to increase your build. Have you tried Shroud? I know you were using Mad Wolf's Glee. Shroud, like you could possibly compare the damage bonus you get from the Mad Wolves with Lupin and the ranks of your wolf skills versus like the rank to all passives. What helmet was you using? Let's see if I can inspect you. Are you on one? Okay, you're using the hair patrician. I was gonna suggest that, but you already did that. If you could find a GA hair and get like the crit chance, that would be insane. And like crit, see if you could get GA crit chance on the hair, get like attack speed GA or crit chance on Starless. What do you got here? Yen's Blessings. That's a good quick shift in or Hunter's Zenith Ring. What does this do? Is this multiplicative? Oh, more skills. I was gonna say 100% crit chance, which I know last night you say he was around 80, so I don't know the difference between 80 and 100, what that would do. Maybe the additive ranks to skills would be a bit better. But I wonder if this is multiplicative. See, primary stat, that's good on your occult gem. The crescent seems additive. Oh, so I wonder if it would be better to just find a normal amulet with ranks 2 and venom on it. Or wait, do you overpower with it? Like every 30 seconds, spend an animal form your next. Oh, so this is just like a one big hit every 30 seconds. Oh, casting a shape-shifting skill reduces this timer. Oh. I wonder if you could try Banished Lords. Because I know it's like only like 60%, but it would give you a 60% multiplier. Plus another form of overpower. And then what rune are you doing? Spiritborn's Vortex, pulling in enemies. Oh, so you get overpower from that too. Oh, Banished Swords is better than Envenom. I actually have, if you do want to go the Banished Swords route, where is it at? I have 3 ranks right here. You could have, I actually have, so yeah, I have 2 of the same exact one. I'll let you have one of these. Bad roll on it. This is a max slot. Yeah, probably, I can let you have one of these. You can kind of just go into full overpower. Because you would have overpower. And then also if you're just trying to increase your damage for a pit push. Oh, no Banished Lords. I was gonna say for a pit push, you could also. Let me go back. Because this, like, the Vortex is probably very good for just like any content outside of pit pushing, but you could probably drop the Vortex and get the Warcry rune. That would be a damage multiplier. Because the guaranteed crit and overpower, that's probably very good. It's just really frustrating that they made Shroud Because it feels almost mandatory. Yeah. But before Shroud, it seemed like Tyrael's was mandatory. People weren't using Yens, people were just using Tyrael's to the res cap so they could free up stats on their other pieces of gear. And I don't know how they could nerf Shroud, because it only gives you 1 rank. Like, how do you get less than 1 rank? like I almost feel like they can't nerf it. Like, and the other stats aren't that crazy. Like, this additive damage after, like, that's nothing. Resource regen, like, oh, okay. Like, people don't really need that. All stat max life is pretty good, but that's not why people use it. And you just get a bunch of movement speed, so you just feel faster. I don't know how they balance this. Maybe they buff some other stuff. Like for Barbarian, they gave them the Earthquake chest, and Barbs don't even use Shroud. Like, they use the Earthquake chest if you're doing like the Whirlwind or Hoda. So maybe they just need to buff some like uniques for each class. And I know for like, I don't know if I have one, but I don't think I have one. But for the Andariel's Quill, on Maxroll, they don't even use Shroud. They use this thing, it's called Jocelyn Shell, or I can't pronounce it. It's that weird name though, but what it does is it reduces your cooldowns, but it like drains your health. But when you spend resource, you heal, and it has like really good stats on it. And the reason the Andariel's Quill and other poisons builds use that one is because they use this passive. The Radakepaleke builds that turns your thing into a basic use this one, so like you're constantly resetting your cooldowns. But for the poison builds, you can't reset your cooldowns like that, so you go with this. Oh, you don't like you have a Warcry rune? I can look. Because I don't really need none of my runes, so I don't think I'm going to sell them either. I'm just collecting them. I think it's like a legendary. Oh yeah, I got one. I'm going to put these in my stash. I don't need those right now. Wait, so you say you don't want... So you don't want Banished Lords? Oh, okay. I don't know what you're using on your pants. But what about like a Tabalt's? Because I'm pretty sure Tabalt's is multiplicative. Or is that where you were using Agile Wolf? I'm not sure what basic gear. Oh, Agile Wolf, okay. Okay, so yeah, definitely not that. Trying to see if I wish I could trade. Like, I would trade you. I would just give you this. Because I'm probably not going to use it. I would also give you the core skill. I have a crit chance one too. Well, I have a core skill. Wow. I've actually never even used this because I've really only played Spiritborn since last season when they added this. And Spiritborn never uses this. Like, last season they either used this or Shaco. Or like last season, whenever you could scale your damage off max life, everybody was just using like orange pieces of gear and getting GA max life on everything. And then they were also getting the tempers for the resolve stacking, which gave you like 600% block chance for your redirected force. But all those bugs are gone. Alright, but yeah, I have an Olm rune. I guess that's all you could use. Alright, I'll teleport to you. Fought the trade. Oh yeah, no problem. I actually probably was not even going to use it. Like, it was just going to sit there anyway. Favorite. Well, I'm about to take 5. I'm about to go outside for just a second. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. Alright, I'm back. I could do a pit just for the turn in. I think 80 will be fine. I could do it pretty fast. Wait, how long do I have for that? 33 minutes. I can't stand that thing right there that like slows your projectiles and makes me do so much less damage. Oh yeah, what Spiritborns are you using for your Shred Druid? Because I know there's like the crit damage when you're probably using that one. That's a multiplier. The one in the top row, I think that's just defensive. The one in the third roll, if I had to guess, you're probably using the ultimate one. In the fourth roll, I have no idea what you're probably using. You're probably using the one where it heals you. Oh, the crit yeah, the crit damage one's the one that really matters. Yeah, but that Warcry rune is probably your best bet. Because even like on my Spiritborn, the main reason I'm using... Where is it? The main reason I'm using Vortex is because it increases my next skill damage, but then it also knocks down enemies. It's good because it knocks down enemies, because this right here, the poison defensive, it, where is it? It fears and slows them, so like when they are feared, they run away, so whenever I try to pull them in and knock them down and then press this, and that gives me like a little bit of damage too. And I'm just following like the natural Quill Volley guide, but there's certain things I could probably change. Like for example, my resistances are like capped, and it actually on the guide it says to try to triple crit the all res on this, and I really probably don't even need this. because my resistances are like capped right now pretty much. I could probably even just go for an orange pair of boots and use like a utility power that gives me more damage or something like that. And then one of my runes, I'm using the Earthen Bulwark one, which gives me a barrier. Through my Paragon, gives me more damage. And then on the other rune, I'm using the Sorcerer Frost Nova. And I think I do more damage to crowd control, but I could probably also go for Warcry and drop that if I really wanted to push. But I think the Frost Nova is pretty good because it crowd controls, which gives more damage and it's just more survivability. Because I know in the high pit, the reason I don't die is because I can spam I can spam this, which gives me 100% block chance, which also gives me more damage based off of my block chance. And then this right here, they're just constantly feared, so they can't attack me, and they're knocked down. So I have so much crowd control, I'm just not really taking damage. Oh, so you think you're almost capped out on power? Oh, so if it's about the same, then I would just go with, out of Shroud and Mad Wolves, just go with whatever you prefer then, I guess, if it's about the same. So it seems like the main sources of power you could probably get is, I don't know if your glyphs are maxed out. You can max out your glyphs and then really try to just perfect your masterworking. That really seems like. And I don't know if you have the highest tier willpower gems yet. Like getting more main stat would give you more damage. Because I think every 10 main stat gives you a percentage of damage or something. And I think that's multiplicative. Oh, you do? Alright, I'm gonna inspect you again. Oh, you're running a one-hander, so have you thought about going to a two-hander? And I know it's additive, but if you go to a two-hander, you could look at like what's the better increase between like a two-handed mace, like for the overpower, and then damage to healthy, because that would help you one-shot. But I guess in high pits, damage to healthy would fall off because you can't really one-shot high tier pit stuff. So maybe a two-handed mace. And then, let's see what you got here. Oh, you do get crit chance from your totem. I wonder if Blurred Beast on a two-hander would be really good. That would like double your Blurred Beast damage. If you just have a way to apply the poison, your shred could potentially hit twice as hard. Yeah, what would you even drop? Retaliation, that's pretty good. I feel like you would have to drop this, the Stormclaw. Which I don't know if that's additive or multiplicative. If this is multiplicative, it might not be worth, I don't know. Oh, retaliation would be what you drop. Oh, so it's not... Oh, so it's just like an extra So it's not additive or multiplicative? So how do they calculate that? So if it's not multiplicative and you went with the two-hander, wouldn't you want to go with the multiplier? I don't know. I'm just suggesting. See, all these seem too good to drop. And you said this was additive. So you technically could go with like a normal amulet and try to find like a GA Envenom, because Envenom is a multiplier, and then put one of your powers on an amulet. So you wouldn't actually lose anything if you done that. Oh, it is a multiplier. Okay, so might not be worth to drop that then. And it gives you 15% main stat, and I'm sure Feral Aptitude is something good. Oh, okay. Another thing, you could try to disfarm for like max rolled aspects to try to squeeze out a little bit of multiplicative damage on your skills. I'm pretty sure these give you damage multipliers now. Oh, okay. So yeah, that the amulet is too good to drop. And then Earthen Bulwark would give you Fortify, so that would help your retaliation, and it makes you unstoppable. That's good. Petrify, it stuns and gives you a multiplier. And then this helps with your quick shift, or with your shifting for Under Zenith. Yeah. So it just seems like maxing your glyphs, trying to perfect your masterworking. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. And honestly, like masterworking, like getting all your stuff, I mean, this is like so hard to do, but if you can like perfect triple crit all the stuff I'm gonna go back. But if you can perfect triple crit everything and it's 12 of 12, so it increases all your stats, like you're gonna feel way stronger from that too. Where did you find these gloves? Like these are so. Oh, you could probably drop the vulnerable damage for ranks of shred. Like it wouldn't be a GA, but it would be some more additive you could squeeze in. That's probably what I would do personally. And werewolf attack speed, that's in its own attack speed bucket, like in the second one, so that doesn't go towards your main bucket. Chance for shred to deal double damage. Oh, and also because of tempering, where you get chance for shred to deal double damage on 2, like that also makes a case for one-handed shred as well. And you don't want to lose the aspect. So yeah, just maxing out your glyphs and masterworking. That's probably as much as you could push it.
Off we go again.
I'm getting close to capping out my power too. I mean, if technically, so like 22, 44, 6, wait, 22, 44, 66. So this helmet gives me 66% increased multiplicative damage. And if I found a max 30% roll, 30-60, so I could have 90% multiplicative if I found a perfect rolled helm with a damage reduction, because that gives me a layer of survivability. I kind of need the damage reduction because there's not a whole lot of other damage reduction into the build. I could get some multiplicative out of this if I got a max 0.50 roll, because it's per resource you spend. And if I get like a rank of potent on this would give me some multiplicative. That's max rolled aspect, that's max rolled aspect. I don't think this is a max rolled aspect. So yeah, I just need to go for better rolled uniques. Find max rolled aspect on redirected force, perfect masterwork, and then glyph level. Ranks of shred on gloves is probably the best I can get. Yeah. If I was you, I'd roll them. Because that vulnerable, even though it's a GA, it's just additive. So having ranks. And I don't know how good your vulnerable application is. So I feel like at the very end of min-maxing your build, it's just trying to squeeze out as much additive as possible. Which isn't a whole lot. It just gives you like 1 or 2 pit tiers. Hopefully you find an Andariel so you can also try Poison Shred. That way I'd give you something fun to do if you're capping out on this version. Which we are going to do all them boss runs tonight, so hopefully you can get you Andariels.
It is done.
They're always back.
I think I'm gonna run this. See if I get any uniques. It seems like there's more power I could still squeeze out of my build than yours currently. Because from what all we were discussing, it seems like you're pretty capped out except for like those couple things like I was saying. But I still have some pretty hefty multiplicative things I could pick up. Another thing you could do to might squeeze out more power is maybe shift, if I don't know how your setup is and if you can, but maybe try to work in more auras and hexes into your witchcraft powers, and then try to get the multiplicative damage one. Wait, let me see. This is an aura. So I think I'm only picking up like 4% multiplicative right here. Oh, and talking about like squeezing power out of your build. What Paragon level are you? Are you still on? 233. If you push to Paragon 250, you would get a pretty good amount of additive damage out of your... And then if you can pick up more willpower nodes, that might give you a little bit of multiplicative. Hopefully I find a treasure goblin in this floor. So my rewards will be better at the end. I'm gonna clear the whole floor just to make sure there's not a treasure goblin in the corner. Been live for almost 3 hours. Might try to at least go another hour or so. I don't think I have any more masterworking materials. No. Another thing you could do, if you're like capping out on your build and just want to try something else, I remember a couple seasons ago, you made the Lacerate Druid. I know on Max Roll they have Lacerate in S tier, so like you might could like try to cook up your own version of that or something. I think Lacerate's actually very good right now, like as a build within itself. Hold on, I'm gonna look at the. Yeah, Lacerate Druid is an S tier. And it actually uses... Well, it uses Harlequin Crest, Shroud, are the two mythics. Uses Lacerate, Earthen Bulwark, Cyclone Armor, Blood Howl, Debilitating Roar, and Maul. The Flicker Step Boots, and the Druid Ring, the Bolt's Will. I don't know if you're still there, but I know we discussed balance a lot this season and stuff. Like, I'm kind of leaning more. I agree with you that pit 150 is just bad because they should balance stuff around pit 100. Because if they start balancing stuff or even around pit 150, then not all builds are going to be able to hit that. Like some builds are going to cap out in the 100s or something, and then the gap between the builds is just going to be too much. Where if they just purely balance around pit 100, the gap will be much closer. So I do agree with what you've been saying. This has been a bad run. You know what? I think I'll take this one. Sorry, missed a bunch trying to run a pit 95. That was my limit of it, in like 2 minutes spare. So you could probably actually do like a pit 96, maybe 97 if you have 2 minutes left. Unless you were dying during the run. And I know like like when it comes to like pushing your absolute limits, unless you're just like a broken build that can do 150s, like sometimes you have to fish for like the right map. Like the fish for like the right pit boss, and then like try to fish for like spider mobs or something like that to get the run done faster. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Den Mother's not good. I think the worst pit boss is if you get the drowned sea hag, because that one like has like them circles that look like water, and that will just one shot you. And if you can't nuke her down, you might be like 3-4 minutes into the boss run and just get one shotted by that. Feels bad. I could masterwork my shroud one more time. Try to triple crit the max life. I feel like getting a GA trying to triple crit the all stat could also be good. Because then it also would give you more freedom in your Paragon, and it would give you more main stat. But max life is just so good for survivability though too. Okay, not even gonna skip it. Let the suspense build. Wow. Lame. I know, I've like masterworked this so many times. I might try a 10 wave. I don't really want to use up my 10 waves yet. Let's keep farming these 6s. I haven't even got like a perfect triple crit on any of my items yet. I have to keep resetting it. I'm hoping sometime by next week they roll out a hotfix for Spiritborn and sorcerer, or really just for that power. Because if it's just the power that's causing them to do that, it shouldn't be that hard. They rolled out the infinite scaling overpower thing for Druid pretty quick. I don't want that actually. Unlimited resource, nah. All these are bad. I guess this, so if my Cyclone is on cooldown. I need to get some type of video out. I haven't actually posted a video this season for Diablo. And my last actual Diablo video got like 15k views. But it was like a very good video. It was just me getting a 4 GA mythic from Undercity. I've seen where apparently the PoE devs delayed the PoE 1 expansion again. I think they've been in their current PoE like league for like 7 months, if I'm not mistaken. I really can't wait till the next league of PoE 2. I tried playing PoE 1. Alright. I'll wait till you're about to say it.
Need something forged? Come back if you
Wait, did I not get anything from that run? Did I not spend anything? Oh no, I didn't. I was like, oh yeah, what I was saying was, I tried playing PoE 1 on PS5, but like, PoE 1 just feels so scuffed on a controller. So I really can't wait to the next PoE 2 league. It's just like the targeting and stuff feels so bad on controller. Like on PoE 1. Like you could tell PoE 1 was definitely made for a keyboard and mouse. Yeah. I feel like they want like almost like they seen how good D4 was designed for controller, and they're like, we could do that even better, and they did. Come on. Oh yeah, them adding loot filters to PS5, like that was so good. I remember before they added it, like it was so bad. I mean, the game was good. It was just like all like not having a loot filter like felt bad in PoE 2.
Not bad.
I really need to finish my season journey. Yeah, I could go do that real quick. I feel like nobody's doing the hilltops this season. Because the main reason you even do hilltops is to get false materials, and there's just other ways better to get it than farming each individual thing. And everybody's just into headhunt zones. Somebody even here? Oh, the new league will be next month sometime. Good. I'm sure by then I'm gonna be burnt out of Diablo. Unless they announce something like pretty significant for the mid-season. I might burn out before that, to be honest. Starting to feel it a bit after the... Yeah. I really just died. Oops. Yeah, I feel that though. I don't think I'm nowhere near like... I don't think I'm ready to throw in the towel. But, oh yeah, Helltile's the hardest content. My Spiritborn would not disagree because he just died. But, I don't think I'm ready to throw in the towel, but the amount of Diablo I played is about to decrease. I'm starting to hit that point if I've done pretty much everything besides just Paragon 300 grind and perfecting masterworking. In some seasons I don't even do those things, so I feel like right now, like once you like get a character like almost to its like threshold of power, you either quit or you could make a new character and that would like give you another week or two of playing the game, but yeah. That's a big difference. Like I almost feel like every season, ever since like, I want to say like season 2, I almost feel like, almost like I have to farm best in slot. And like PoE 2, I was not worried about that. Like I knew without like farming for a bunch of divine orbs and interacting with the trade, like best in slot was never going to happen. But like I wasn't too worried about that. I was just having fun with the journey. And D4, toward the end of your journey, it's just trying to grind best in slot, and the journey isn't even that fun at the end. And then once you get best in slot, it's like, now what do I do with this perfect character? And just like in PoE, you knew you had like thousands of hours of mapping you could do, so it was just like, I don't know. In D4, I just know there isn't a lot to do in endgame, so it's just not as motivating. I can do all content. The pit. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to aim for. Yeah. D4, which I know I'm not the first one to say this, but D4 lacks true in-game progression. Like the closest thing to in-game progression we have is the pit. And it is technically in-game progression, but it's not fun. And then like the way balance is, once you hit your cap, you hit your cap. Like you could squeeze out all the additive damage you possibly can, but that's only going to get you an extra pit tier or two. And I don't know if that's worth grinding for an extra 2 or 3 weeks for the perfect gear. Oh yeah, I haven't tried Uber Lyric. We could still do the raid one time too. We ain't raided none this season. Just to say we did it. Like, we were kind of talking about that for the season. We could do it once. Yeah, I was saying maybe to not this year. Yeah. I just want to know how people like masterwork their gear perfect so fast. Like, I swear I can't. Like, I've been grinding mainly the Infernal Hordes this week, and I have 0 triple crits to show for it. I mean, that's probably just bad RNG, but yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely can't be good. I think Adam Jackson, he was just like the lead balance guy, which balance hasn't been their strong suit since the expansion, which that probably wasn't even his fault. That was just, he was probably being pushed in that direction. So if there's one thing like I'm like the least optimistic for, it's balance. Elite class design, which yeah, I mean that goes hand in hand with balance though. He's the main guy designing the classes. I think really Diablo, they just need to look at PoE and cook up some endgame similar to theirs, and maybe just like add Uber versions of what they have existing, and that would make the grind so much better if we had something to actually do with our characters. But I'm not optimistic about the future of balancing, because Adam Jackson seemed to be... He seemed to be like super smart, like one of those like developer live streams. He would come on there and break stuff down. Like he really seemed like he knew what he was talking about. Yeah. So I think the future of the game itself could be okay, but yeah, like I think we agree. It's just the balancing is just... I feel like it definitely could get worse. Like you could be in a situation where almost like season 6 but worse, like where you have one class that has, I mean at least Spiritborn, the whole class was super strong. Like maybe one season you have one build that can do 150 and then the rest of them can't even do 100. Like that would be the worst case scenario. But season 6 was pretty close to that, but it was just one broken class. I guess balance is better this season than it was last season. I don't even know if I count these like infinite damage bugs, because that was definitely not designed. But even outside of that, like before, Druid without the bugs with Cataclysm could still do 140. and then the Shadow Wave Necromancer can do 150. And then Barbarian can do 140. Oh man, I was reading chat. I think it gets better and better. But the gap between builds, yeah, that's like the crazy thing. Like, and really what messed balance up was the expansion, like the number squish. Because balance has never been perfect, but it was close for the most part in every other season. But this number squish, like season of the Spiritborn, and then this season, like the gap between a good build and a bad build is like worse than ever before. What, did I get the journey? No. Yeah, I don't even know what the point of their number squish was. Like, the main takeaway from their quote-unquote number squish was they removed the level of the monsters, which I think that just made the game worse because you removed Pit 100. Like, that was pretty fun to do Pit 100. Then you remove the level 200 bosses. Like, so like Nightmare Dungeon's almost pointless and bosses aren't as fun. Yeah, like, I don't like how they have artificial difficulty in the pit tiers, where the only, like, it's the same thing. Like, a pit 100 and a pit 150, like, I know from playing Spiritborn last season, it's the same thing, except for, just the monster HP. Like, they're just damage sponges. And, like, so it's just, like, you have to get as much multiplicative damage out just to try to close the gap on the damage numbers that these monsters and bosses have, but like it doesn't add up. Most classes could never squeeze out enough damage to even remotely get close to a 150, unless you're a broken build. I didn't play a lot of Diablo 3, but was Greater Rifts like that? Like, when at the higher difficulties of Greater Rifts, was it just like a numbers game, like where the Greater Rift monsters just had crazy HP, or was like the difficulty like they had more like affixes on like random packs? Like, was it actually more of a skill thing or a numbers game? I don't know. I guess that's what I'm trying to ask. Oh, so it seems like, correct me if I'm wrong, but D3, the way it was probably a combination of a little bit of difficulty and numbers. Because I've even heard Woody Joe talking about how like certain packs had different like modifiers and you actually had to be more strategic about how you attack the packs. But maybe the sets like gave you enough bonuses so most classes could clear like the higher greater risks. So probably a combination of both. Am I right? Oh, you say less skill? Oh, okay. So it's essentially the pit then, what you're saying. Because I guess in the higher pit tiers, you have to be careful around certain elite packs, but It's just a numbers game. Yeah, I agree. So what was the end game in Diablo 2? Was there end game in Diablo 2? Or was it just like farming the Diablos and Bells and Mephistos, or what was Diablo 2's end game? Oh, Diablo 2 had greater rifts? Because it really seems like they nailed Diablo 2. Like outside of like... Yeah, Diablo 2. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like the Torment boss thing. But I'm guessing the Diablo bosses and like Bell and Mephisto, they were probably a lot harder than what we got now, right? I'm farming runes.
You saved my life.
So I've heard a lot of people say Diablo 2 is arguably still one of the best ARPGs of all time. Maybe outside of like PoE 2. But I guess it was a different time in gaming too. Now it's more about in-game progression. Like, I almost feel like Diablo 4 would be like the perfect game like 10, 15 years ago. It's just like, like today everybody cares about in-game progression and in-game. It's just like, this game does not have that. Like, I feel like if Diablo 3 wasn't a thing and this was the successor to Diablo 2, like 10 years ago, this would have been pretty good. It's just kind of weird that in today's time we have a game with no in-game like this. It was lacking. And they had Uber versions of bosses you could fight as well. You had goals you could achieve. Yeah. And it seemed like around season 2 and stuff of Diablo 4, you had like goals like finding certain like Uber uniques, and like they were challenging to get. You kind of had like a good chase item, but like they pretty much just hand you mythic uniques now. Like, there's not very much chase in getting a mythic. And the progression of builds, like having a decently geared and a perfect geared, it's not fun trying to get to that point because you're just trying to squeeze out extra numbers. And you're not actually doing anything cool to progress your build. I guess that's one thing I like about PoE 2 better as well, is it's not about just hitting for higher numbers, like, and that's your progression of gear. Like, you actually get like things that change your build, like multiple projectiles and things like that. I feel like I can achieve content there so far. I've beaten the pinnacle boss, beat the expedition boss. You include the floor 4 Sekima boss? Yeah. Part of me doesn't want to play PoE 2 until the next league reset, but it's just like, I'm starting to burn out pretty hard in D4, and it's just like, would I be having more fun in PoE 2 right now? Like, and when I'm sure when the reset drops, they're going to have pretty significant in-game changes that's going to make it feel different. I feel like a lot of like long-time D4 like YouTubers and content creators played Diablo 4 for like a week of the season, and then they thought that same exact thing. And they were like, why am I not playing PoE 2 right now? Oh, maybe Druid. I think if I went back to PoE 2 today, I would make a new gym link, and I would just work on that broken staff build. Because I really like the staff monk anyway, and it was like so strong. Yeah. I've seen where both of them, like, Rax played it, like you said, for about 2 streams and was like, nah, I'm playing PoE. And then DM, I seen him in a video the other day talking about like if he quit Diablo 4, and he was saying he didn't, but it was just like PoE 2 is a new game and it's only been out for like a month, and he was having so much fun playing that. Like Diablo 4 is in its 7th season and nothing really excited him that much. That DM's gonna come back next season. If you roll a new tune in PoE 2, I will too. Yeah, ain't no telling how next season's gonna be. I'm pretty sure, because DM said he's coming back. I feel like he will come back, but it could be like almost like a rack situation. If it's bad, he tries it for a stream or two, and he's like, nah. I have over 4,500 hours in D4, but I'm getting to the point where if they keep just like giving us the same end game every season, I don't know how many more seasons I got left. Like, not saying I would quit like forever, but like only coming back for a D4 season if they actually have something fun looking. Yeah. But the devs, the D4 devs have got to know that people have been screaming for in-game for a long time and they haven't really gave it, and people are not happy. Like, it's almost like a now or never situation, like for next season, which I predicted, like, whenever PoE 2 come out. And it was just a masterpiece that, like, Season 7 was never going to be able to compete with that. By Season 8, they really needed to regroup and give us some, like, good in-game. And that's kind of what I'm personally banking on. Like, if they don't give us good in-game by Season 8, I don't know. Like... Like, I definitely will try Season 8 of Diablo, but if it's, like, the same, I might play it for a week and a half, something like that, and be done. We get, like, a lot of people treat Diablo 3. I really don't understand what they are working. Yeah, I wonder sometimes. And the more we sit here and talk about, like, the state of D4 and stuff, I almost wouldn't hate, like, if tonight on your stream was, like, one final hurrah. Like, we do, like, a bunch of, like, boss runs. We, maybe do a raid. Like, one more night of D4. And then we just go play some PoE. I'm back to that point. I know I just started streaming again this week, and streaming's been really fun, but if I'm not having fun at D4, I would definitely just be down to stream some, like, PoE 2. Yeah, I agree. And I'm not sure if I'm, like, calling it a season, but I'm thinking about putting it down until the mid-season and see what's up. Maybe playing it for, like, at the mid-season, maybe playing it for, like week tops after the mid-season. Maybe see if they've changed any balance with Spiritborn, gave us some better builds or something. See if they gave us anything else to do, but... the burnout is real. And if I made a new PoE character right now, I don't know, I would either do a staff gemling, or it's really between three of them. I would just either do an invoker monk, a staff gemling, or I'd try, like, a ranger. Because some of, like, the lightning, like, arrow builds or whatever, with the marksman skills, like the lightning base, those look really cool. Oh yeah, I definitely want to try PTR, because I've never been able to do PTR, and I actually have Diablo on my laptop now, so I'll try PTR. Oh, I really need to start opening chests. The main thing I need to get done before I stop playing D4 for the season is the season journey. We would try software monk next. Oh, so you want to try the Chaiula monk? You know, in PoE, I've only tried build guides. Like, I've never made my own build in PoE 2. And in D4, I have made my own builds before, so I would be down to roll another monk if I just done my own thing. The only thing about the Chaiula monk is a lot of like the staff skills don't really have like chaos scaling or things for chaos, which kind of themed around the Chaiula monk. Like, it's almost better to pick up a bow and just be like a bow and arrow Chaiula monk. It's the weird thing. I feel like a lot of the staff, like the quarterstaff based builds, are like meant for like invoker. They're very elemental based. That's why I'm hoping when they give us the unarmed builds, that there's plenty of like, I mean, stuff for the bow ascendancy, plus like they have more like chaos stuff for the unarmed. Have I really not finished this season journey yet? Why is this like impossible? Oh, my bag's full. I don't even care about loot. Try to get this season journey done. I'm looking for like the cheaper chest. I think weapons are like 125. But yeah, I'd be down to making a PoE character with you. I just don't know what I would do. Alright, I'm gonna go AWOL for a bit, bud. I got you up. Alright. How many chests did I open? That's 150? Oh, I don't even know how many I opened. I go down here. Try to spin the rest of my cinders. Definitely not a mystery chest. Gotta hurry. We just have to start grabbing every chest I run by. Running out of time. Gotta go. Gotta hurry. Did I not open 10 chests? I can afford this here. There's no way I get 150 here. Oh, I did it. Oh, I can't claim the rewards. My bag's full.
I'll take it off your hands.
That's this.
Not a bad pull, that.
Oops.
Excellent hunting.
Whoa. Alright. I think this is from my call stream. Thank you everybody for watching. Till next time. Peace.